Hey everybody, welcome back to my channel. It's Amy, your independent Scentsy consultant with Happily Scented Life, and I'm back today to discuss with you guys my November melting crate. These are the fragrances that I picked out for both Scentsy and Vendor that I want to warm during the month of November. Usually in November, where I live in New England, it is pretty much cold, so it is the month that I start craving like orange spice, fruit spice, heavy saturated fruit, tree blends, smoky blends, and decadent gourmand uber bakery. So I definitely have a variety in here, so I just want to go over that real quick. I won't go into too much depth on like the scents, like the scent notes, and like my experience with the bar. I'm just kind of gonna do rapid fire because I will go over that in my weekly what I've been warming during the month of November, so you'll be able to get it at that point. So we're gonna do Scentsy first, and I apologize if you hear the pellet stove in the background. I just turned it off, so it's just winding down and cooling off, so it should kick off here in a few minutes, but I'll try to reduce the background so that way it's not the background noise, so it's just not as noisy. One of the bars I'm gonna warm for the month of November is my beloved Persian Lime and Sandalwood. I pulled out the bar because the brick that I have is from 2017. It's super goopy, soupy, sweaty Betty that I didn't want to pull it out. I just have it in a big gallon Ziploc bag. So I will be warming that, but I do have bars because it did pop up in clearance. Oh no, not clearance, flash sale. Stocked up hard, and then this ended up being on the Club Vault list, which I was the most excited about on all of the scents that were on that list, because this was definitely a die-hard heartbreak for me. It is my favorite masculine scent that Scentsy's ever produced, and I just love it so much. So I'm definitely going to enjoy warming the crap out of that brick this month. Speaking of bricks, I do have two other Scentsy bricks in here. So one of them that I have is one of my favorite orange spice scents. This one is Sweet Orange and Pomander. So I really hope that at some point this can come back for Bring Back My Bar. I have three favorite orange spice scents. Mandarin Moon's my favorite, Sweet Orange Pomander would be my second, and then Sparkling Spice Citrus would be my third. And then another brick that I'm going to work on is Walnut Raisin Muffin, because this one also returned on the Club Vault list. So I could warm my happy little heart all of this up and not have to worry about it because I have it tucked safely into my club now. So super excited about that. Another one that came back out of the vault, Cozy Chai. I have this and another full bar, old BMB packaging. This is like from 2020. It's a flat back. Definitely would like to go through it. And I do have some Vendor like eggnog blends and things like that. I also have a bar of eggnog by Scentsy that Amanda gifted me, and I can't for the life of me find it. When I find it, I will throw it in this crate because I do want to mix it in alternating warmers with Cozy Chai. Okay. We are also going to finish the Blue Sage and Tonka bar that I picked up in one of the clearance updates. I am officially done with Blue Sage and Tonka. It's an extremely beautiful unisex sage tonka winter blend, but I just cannot get it to perform in my house. It's a very weak performer, regardless if it's in an open space like this or if it's in a small bedroom. So what I'm gonna do is I'm probably gonna bring this to work this month. I'm gonna warm it in my bedroom and then just call it good. This is also on the Club Vault list for this month, Buckleberry. Love Buckleberry. It literally smells like Smucker's like jams and jellies, and I love mixing this with crumb top, oats and honey, almond croissant, you know, things like that. Also, this is in the catalog, cinnamon pine cones. I have a plethora of cinnamon pine cones from last year, so I definitely want to warm that because I'm trying to evaluate if I like that one better or if I like Homestead Holiday. Let me know in the comment section which one of those two that you prefer and why, so I can kind of get a feel, because I want to poll people. Love and Happiness. I wish this one did come back. It did not, unfortunately, either in Bring Back My Bar voting or on the Club Vault list for November, but that is a really good bedroom scent, so I do like warming that one. Toasted Acorn and Oak, another heartbreak of mine that is no longer because this came back in the Club Vault promotion. Love Toasted Acorn and Oak, so I'm going to warm my happy little heart of that bar. Frosted Ginger Cookie, one of my favorite frosted ginger snap. Literally smells like ginger snap cookies. Love that one so much, and it's in my club. Snowflakes and Sage. I love Snowflakes and Sage. This was a scent of the month from last year, last December. Really fell in love with it. I kept warming like all the bars that I got in my scent of the month kit, and I just ended up liking it so much that I did club it, but thankfully it did return to catalog, so I took it out of my club, and I just want to warm it again to see if I still feel the same way. Frosted Fantasy, this is also one that's in the catalog. This has an apple note to it, but it's a very fresh tree scent, not like uber Christmas tree or anything like that, but it's kind of like one of those scents that's nice to have in your stash for when you want to like reset your house. Maybe it's like, you know, Sunday reset cleaning day, and instead of doing like a lemon or something like that, you put that one in. Falling Leaves, I did kick this out of my club. It's got like earthy, crunchy leaves and spice, and also patchouli. Speaking of Homestead Holiday, this is like my homesteader fragrance. It literally smells like Christmas at a Amish general store. Love that one. Caramel Pear Crisp. I went psycho on this scent and got 18 in a clearance over the summer. So we're going to warm it around Thanksgiving week. Another one that we're going to warm around Thanksgiving week is Gingerbread Cheesecake. This did come back in the Club Vault promotion, so I did get another bar. This one's from last year, so this has definitely had some time to sit and cure. So I just want to check to see if I get better performance with it, but it was nice when I did have it last year, and it's really good mixed with Christmas Cookie, which is in our catalog. Jeweled Pomegranate, another one that's on the Club Vault list. This one I'm kind of wishy-washy of whether I'm going to put it in my club, because I do like Jeweled Pomegranate for the fact that it's a saturated pomegranate scent for winter with absolutely no spice. No spice whatsoever. So you can mix this with tree, you can mix it with around the campfire. That's a beautiful blend. So I'm kind of debating maybe throwing it like in my bi-monthly at like a higher quantity just to get a couple for a few rounds and then kick it out later. But again, just like cranberry, Scentsy really doesn't hold on to pomegranate scents either, so I don't know. Speaking of cranberry, Candied Cranberry Pecan came back in our November club promotion. Excited because I have a flat back here. I was literally saving this for Thanksgiving. I love warming this on Thanksgiving Day. It's one of those uber strong bakeries from like yesteryear of Scentsy. My favorite campfire scent of all time, regardless of vendor or Scentsy, around the campfire. That is safely in my club. Okay. We also have Sweet Orange and Evergreen. This one did return as well in the November promotion. I don't mind Sweet Orange and Evergreen. It does remind me of like this scratch and sniff Christmas holiday book that I had like in the late 80s, early 90s. Reminds me of the tree page and the orange page. But it's not like my favorite, so I'm still debating whether or not I want to throw it in my bi-monthly to get a few for a few rounds and then kick it out. Sparkling Spice Citrus. This was in the Harvest collection last year, and it did return to our catalog. I like pulling that for November because instead of warming like lemon and lime, I do like apples and oranges, you know, for like a kitchen clean reset. This is in our current Harvest collection, and it's Cider Crimson Berries. This was my favorite out of the 5 in that collection, which I was surprised on, but it's just the pomegranate that's in here. This is a very nice pomegranate cider that has barely any spice. So again, I'm like toying between that one and Jeweled Pomegranate, like which one do I like better? So let me know in the comment section, which one do you think I should keep? Should I keep Cider and Crimson Berries, or should I keep Jeweled Pomegranate? Because I'm just not sure. Another gorgeous bakery is Oats and Honey. This is not for everybody. I know some people do get like a weird note from the honey, and then some people just get like buttered popcorn. I am one that tends to like uber saturated butter like in bakery, so I don't mind that I get a lot of butter with oats and honey. And this is really good mixed with buckleberry, which is why I pulled that out as well. Just Breathe, my second favorite Scentsy scent of all time. Yes, I know it smells like Vicks Vapor Rub, but I love it. Woodland Suede. I was so sad to see this not return or be on the voting list. I really like warming this in November. It's not like a die-hard heartbreak. I would love to get it in club to get more, but I'm like fine with not having any more. Like, I don't need to like search for it. I'm finally gonna warm my bar of Dashing. This is a Scentsy Heartbreak, and it's a new Scentsy Heartbreak because this was available less than a year ago, I think. My mom actually has this in our club, so I don't have to like be so sad about it because I could just swap with her as long as she keeps it in there. But I love Dashing. It's like Lux Vanilla smells like Cabbage Patch Kid doll, like the powder on their faces. This is like a guy version of that. Also, did this come back in the vaults? I had the paper. I don't know where it went to. I had the paper. Oh, it's right there. I think it did. Yes, it did. So Cherry Chestnut did return this month for the club promotion. I love mixing this with Butter Pecan, which is also on the list as well. So I just like it for November. This is just a use up bar. This is from Pixar Anger Red Hot Rage. This one is just straight up cinnamon. There's like no difference between this and like Simply Cinnamon or Cinnamon Vanilla in my opinion. So this is just going to be a mixer with some of my bakery blends or some wood blends that I got going. Alright, we do have more Scentsy in here. I told you, I'm pulling out a lot of my favorites. A lot of ones that are on the, you know, the club return list. A lot that are like LTOs or catalog fragrances that I want to revisit. So you're definitely going to see a lot of that in this bin. I think the rest that's in here is Vendor. Yep. Okay. So this is one of my favorite cranberry scents from Scentsy, Cranberry Garland. It's got sage and cranberry and roasted pine cones. Really like this one. Was hopeful that it might return for voting, but it didn't. Another good bakery is Rum Raisin Cookie. That's super strong. I have two in here of the same bar because this is my absolute favorite wood scent. It was my best scent of 2024, hands down, by Scentsy, and that's Cinnamon Woods. I am warming my happy little heart at this because it just has not been cold enough. I warmed it once this fall, like early fall, and I loved it, but I'm like, you know what? I need to wait just a month or so more. So we're definitely going to be going through that. Also in the Harvest Collection, Pumpkin Honey Spice. I really do like this one too. It's very unusual and different from like the other pumpkin scents that I have in my collection, so I definitely want to warm it again before it goes away. Maple Rum Cake. I know this smells horrible on cold, but when you put it in the warmers, it transforms and it's delicious. Everyone said I should try this one again from last year. It was a brick last year. I did not care for it, but everyone raved about it and everyone told me to get another bar my next party closeout, which I did. So I'm going to warm it this month, and that's Salted Caramel Cider. So I'm very excited to try that one again. This is a heartbreak. If we can get this voted back for Bring Back My Bar, I would be happy clam, because then my tree scents from Scentsy would be complete. Black Forest Pine is my favorite. Christmas Cactus, which returned, is my second favorite. And this is my third favorite. This is a unicorn. You don't ever see this bar. Not on Mercari, not on Facebook Marketplace, eBay, nowhere. I can't find it. And if I do find it, it sells out instantly. And that's Evergreen and Grapefruit. This was phenomenal in wax. It was in a holiday trio with brown sugar praline and hazelnut frosting. Amazing collection. But I didn't know anything about Scentsy Club back then. And then they also have this in cleaning. Counter cleaner and dish soap. Freaking fantastic. So I would love to see that pop up in clearance, but specifically I would love the bar to pop up in voting. All right, and then Vanilla Chestnut, which is also returning in the Bring Back My Bar promotion. I had both this and Falling Leaves, both in my club. I ended up kicking out Vanilla Chestnut in favor of Falling Leaves because I like the patchouli note that's in Falling Leaves a little bit better than this, although they are very similar. But then I ended up kicking out Falling Leaves too, so now I have FOMO and I'm like, should I put this one back in? So it's in there now, but I had a half bar, so I'm like, I might as well warm it. And then last for Scentsy, we have Cranberry and Cardamom. This one is a really good cranberry scent. I loved it last year. It's starting to get a little bit too perfumey and sharp, so I don't know what I should do. Let me know in the comment section. Should I keep Cranberry and Cardamom? Should I put it back in my club? Because I have Snow Kissed Cranberry. Snow Kissed Cranberry is on this November promotion. That's my favorite cranberry by Scentsy, hands down. It goes Snow Kissed Cranberry, Cranberry Garland, and then probably the Candied Cranberry Pecan is my third. But this is a close third. So I just don't know. I mean, you can't have them all, right? So that's what I chose for Scentsy. Now for Vendor Wax, we do have quite a bit in here from some of my bigger vendors that I order from. So if you have not watched a lot of my vendor videos that I do, because I just don't warm Scentsy, even though I am a Scentsy consultant and I love my Scentsy wax and Scentsy products, I have dabbled into the vendor world, and there are some blends that vendor wax companies make that Scentsy just can't top. So I do like warming that. Now, my favorite vendors are Melting Memories and Lavender and Speckles. Hands down, they are the two that I have the most of in my vendor collection. So I did grab several Melting Memories. So we've got, these are from her recent fall pre-order. And then these are ones I got last year and one that was gifted. Okay, so from the recent fall pre-order, I have Autumn Spice Tea. I really like that one. It's like an inspo to Winterberry Apple Tea by Scentsy. Home Honeycomb and Spiced Cider, another inspo to Honey Pear Cider by Scentsy. Sticky Pine Cones, Sticky Dates and Roasted Pine Cones. I mean, you can't go wrong, right? Cocoa and Cardamom. This is a very complex blend in here. Everlasting Autumn. Pistachio Woods, and this is not Scentsy's Pistachio Woods. It is Sans the Frito Corn Chips. I really like this one. And then Lattes After Midnight. So that's what I picked up from this recent fall pre-order. And then last year, I do have the Eggnog Chai Latte that I never ended up warming last year, so I definitely want to try that. One of my favorite house blends that she's done, she has a house blend of birch buttercream and then a house blend of pine cone cookies. She mixed them together last year for her winter pre-order, and it was phenomenal. So I do have a Mega Snap, so I'll be working on that. Also my custom of Sweet Fig and Impala, which she's offered quite a few times. It is a fan favorite for Melting Memories lovers. It's brown sugar, buttercream, and Palo. And then Amanda from Luna Rose Wax Co. Gifted me crackly donuts, so we're gonna try that. So that's Melting Memories. Then for Lavender and Speckles, I grabbed a few of my custom blends that I created last year and then this year, and then some fall scents that I grabbed last year that I didn't get a chance to warming. So because it's Thanksgiving, I am going to work on some of my pie sampler scents that I came up with Beth. So that's pine cones, pecans, pine cones, and pie. Pumpkin praline custard pie. And then spiced blueberry waffle pie. These two I grabbed last year and didn't get to them. It's cranberry clove pine cones. And then pumpkin chai latte cupcake. This is a custom that Beth has now used in her Gilmore Girls collection. I believe she renamed it Corner of Bark and Cheese. But I had originally named it New England Girl. So I'm hopeful maybe I can finish up this bag this month. If not, I mean, it's fine. This is another custom I came up with, Pumpkin Spice Season. My favorite custom that I made so far this year is Black and Velvet Chestnuts. And then Dunky Junky, which is just like a coffee and donut blend. Okay. Then I do have two from Second and Spruce that I was gifted from Steph. She changed her channel. It's Steph Loves Life, but I know she's changed her channel name now. Home for the Holidays. It's from 2023, so I'm going to try to warm the entire thing. And then this one, which I think is just perfect, and I've been waiting for this time of year to warm it. Blackberry Cashmere Cookies and Fir Needles. So, definitely going to enjoy that. Then from Teddy Bees, I have Sugar Chestnuts and Apple Butter. I did get a tub of this in the last pre-order, so I'm just going to finish off that souffle that I chopped up. And then L3 Wax Wonders. I was gifted this from Amanda. It's brownie batter. I love chocolate and wax, guys, so. And then these are just some retail wax that I was gifted in friend mail. So we've got Blueberry Tart from Better Homes and Gardens. Also from Better Homes and Gardens, Brownie Pecan Pie. And then Sensationals Pumpkin Cream and Marshmallow. So there you have it, guys. That's my November melting crate. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. Let me know in the comment section what you guys enjoy for scent categories for November. Like I said, I'm an orange spice, fruit spice, saturated spice, tree, smoky, and uber gourmand bakery usually during November. So anyways, thanks for liking, thanks for watching. I appreciate all the love and support, and we'll get together next time.